Right, I'm just going to do this quick little video because I think it's an interesting topic to talk about. So I'm going to talk about the BAFTAs, the Tourette's guy at the BAFTAs. Yes, that's what I'm going to talk about. Obviously, people saying the N word, that's not funny. And obviously, people with Tourette's, that's also not funny. That's a very serious disability. Honestly, it must really suck to have Tourette's, because you could be the loveliest, nicest guy on the planet, and you'll say some horrible things just like that, just without any control whatsoever. And at the BAFTAs, right, you had the film I Swear. The main actor actually who played the guy, he not only won the Rising Star Award, but then he also won like Best Actor. Like that's amazing. That's never happened before. At least I don't think it has. Has it? No, I don't think so. Well done to the guy because I've seen him in a whole bunch of stuff. He played like a young Ned Stark, and he was in Rings of Power, and he's okay in Rings of Power. I'm not against him or anything like that. He plays Elrond. I think he was in the King's Man, not Kingsman, but the King's Man. He was in that for like a little bit. Anyway, good actor, and good up and coming rising star. But obviously now he's got a BAFTA. So that's pretty cool. I don't think he's going to win an Oscar because obviously I don't think I Swear is nominated, or it's I don't think it's in the running to win any Oscars or whatever. So it's either going to be Leo DiCaprio or Timothy Chalamet or whatever. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So I think it's great that that movie is getting there's a lot of buzz about it. But this whole situation, it's just highlighting Tourette's. It's just highlighting how awful it is. And Michael B. Jordan, and I think a guy called Delroy Linder, the guy, the both actors from Sinners, right? They come onto the stage, and I was watching, and I didn't actually hear what was said. Like I just heard a and I was just like, what was that? Because actually I think I heard something else as well. I heard like I think when Alan Cumming was on the stage, I thought I heard like something like pedo or something, like nonce or whatever. I thought I heard something like that. I mean, again, I thought I was just, or I thought it was somebody outside who stormed into the BAFTAs, broke in and started shouting, and it's like you were on the Epstein list. No, actually, yeah, it was a guy with Tourette's, and I didn't put two and two together. Well, not until later. But yeah, I realized, oh yeah, because obviously I Swear, it's about a guy with Tourette's. It's all about his life. They've obviously brought the guy. They brought the guy to the event. They brought the guy to the BAFTAs, and yeah. So anyway, he shouted the N word, and a lot of celebrities, like Jamie Foxx and stuff like that, they're all saying like, oh, he meant it. He meant it. He's racist. It's like, and it's like, obviously, yes, saying the N word, it's not nice. It's not good. You can't say he did it on purpose. You can't say, oh, he meant it. Or you can't say that it was just, like he's got racism buried in deep in his brain. You can't say that. Like, Tourette's doesn't work like that. If anything, he probably said it because he didn't want to say it. It's sort of like, he's fully aware that he has Tourette's. So he probably went into the BAFTAs, into that event, and probably just like saw Michael B. Jordan, saw you know Delroy, whatever his name is. I can't remember what his name is, but he probably saw them and was thought, and in his head he was probably thinking like, don't say the N word, 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 and then his Tourette's, he just, his tics just kicked in and was just like, but he has no control, and people are just not understanding. People in the black community need to just chill here and just say, okay, look, fine, the guy has Tourette's, but okay, regardless of that, like, Tourette's is not funny, and saying the N word, shouting the N word is not funny. Okay, neither of those things are funny. But what is funny, okay, what I do find quite funny about all this is that the BAFTAs just didn't anticipate this. Like, they probably thought he was gonna say some stuff like, some disgusting stuff like talking about spunk or whatever, or probably whatever, like. But it's like, what, like, it's like a bull in a china shop. Inviting a person with Tourette's to your hoity-toity rich person's event where all these celebrities, they're all just so self-important, and it's like, hey, we're famous actors, you can't say that to us, you bastard. And it's like a bull in a china shop. Don't bring a Tourette's person to the BAFTAs or the Oscars, okay? Don't do that, okay? That's just stupid. It's just stupid. I think as well, like, the guy left as well, the guy with the Tourette's, the John, I think his name is. But anyway, leave the guy alone, okay? If anything, what has happened here is a good thing, because it's really highlighted Tourette's and how it well, I don't want to say how it works. It doesn't work. It's not something that just, like, makes any sense. And as I say, this guy and all the people who have Tourette's, like, could be like the nicest people on the planet, and they probably, again, like, I mean, there's no making sense of it. There's no making sense of Tourette's. But, like, maybe he watched Sinners, and he maybe heard these actors saying the N word, and it's just like his memory doesn't quite connect with his, little voice that says, well, there is no little voice that says don't say that. Maybe he saw them and got excited. They're excitable, they get excited. And maybe he saw Sinners and thought it was a great movie, and probably heard all these actors saying the N word. Something in his tics just suddenly went, right, I'm gonna say, yeah, say it. He'll shout it out, and then suddenly it's sort of like, what happened? It's almost like, it's like amnesia. But anyway, I just think people just need to, like, lay off him. He's got Tourette's, okay? All right. If he didn't have Tourette's, then fair enough. Absolutely. He brand him as a racist. Brand him as this. I think he said much worse. Like, he said some stuff to the Queen of England. I think he said, like, F the Queen or whatever. People just need to, like, I understand it's like a white person has said the N word, but I think all the black people need to just chill and just say, okay, he said a word. Sorry about that. But also, he had no control of saying it. But again, I'm just doing this video just to sort of, like, defend him and just sort of say, like, he can't help it. And but also, it's just sort of like, I find it funny though that they did this, that they they invited him. Not really fully knowing what was going to happen, and yeah. But either way, I actually haven't even seen that film yet, the I Swear film, and this just makes me want to see it more, to be honest with you. This makes me want to like, buy the Blu-ray and yeah, and really support the film, and well done for the actor, portraying that guy, because he deserves that. I've not even seen the film yet, and yeah, that guy deserves all the awards. Give him best actor, best actress, whatever, best supporting actor. I don't care. Well done to him. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. This was just me rambling on about some stuff. I'll try and make sense of it by editing it together or cutting bits out or whatever. But anyway, I just thought I'd do some yapping. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.